So I'm Nikita, and I'm a parent coach. I work as an educational consultant. Well, that's about me. Okay, today I'm actually going to take you guys down a memory lane. Not a very pleasant one, unfortunately, but a memory lane. Can you all think back to the time when you probably said something absolutely inappropriate or maybe a swear word in front of your parents as a young child and the reaction you got from them? I remember that day, and I want to share that day with you, which was terrifying. Obviously, if you can think back and think about the day when you said something absolutely horrifying and your parents then kind of told you off or whatever their reaction was, right? Fortunately, my parents didn't tell me off, but they showed me the right way to do things. So let's go back to my memory lane. Kiran, do I have permission to share my screen?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. There we go. Oh, sorry, my video is not open. Just give me one tiny second. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I was 6. I started learning, taking swimming lessons from the age of 4, and I had become quite a good swimmer by the age of 6. My mom encouraged me to go to the, you have floors, the diving board, first, second, third, the third level. And I went there up with my coach, and this is what it looked like, okay? So you go up there, and this is the view from the top. And for a 6-year-old, it was absolutely terrifying. I was going back and forth, and all I could see. I am not sure if it was the diving board that was shaky, the water that was moving, or was me feeling dizzy, but this is exactly how it felt. I felt like I was dizzy, I was going to fall, and I will drown and die or whatever. But it was really, really scary to look down from that height and just think of diving in. I just thought, no, there's no way I could ever do this. So no freaking way. And that's exactly what I said to my mom. I turned around, my mom was there. I turned around, I'm gonna stop sharing. So, oops, I don't know how to stop sharing. There we go. Okay, so I turned around and I said to my mom, there's no way. I can't do it, mom. And she sat down, well, she went down on her knees, held me like this, my arms, and said to me, what's the matter? And I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. And she said, okay, so do you want to quit? Do you want to go back down? And I said, yes. I just can't do it. There's no way I can do it. She said, okay, I'll let you quit if you give me one good reason why you can't do it. And I was like, what are you saying? And she said, give me one good reason why you can't do it. And I said, because it's too high, mom. And she said, okay, well, that's exactly why there's water down there and it's not concrete floor. You are a very good swimmer. You'll be fine. I said, no, but it's scary. She said, okay, the best way to deal with your fear, to fight your fear, is to face it. I said, but what if something happens to me? And she said, you've seen at least 10 people go before you. They've all jumped and they were all fine. So I don't think anything could happen to you. I was really scared. And she said to me then, just imagine how good you'll feel once you've accomplished another milestone. I went back and forth. Finally, I can proudly say I did manage to jump and I felt really good. Ever since then, the I can't has become a swear word in our family. Every time I use the word I can't, my mother would stop me and ask me a question. Tell me one good reason why you can't do it. And every time now, I don't have my mother with me, but every time I feel like quitting, I ask myself, what is the one good reason that I can't do it? And usually if I sit and give myself reasons, it comes down to either you don't have adequate resources or you don't have the required skills. And if that's the case, you can always acquire either of them or both of them, be the case. And more often than not, in my experience, I have realized the reason is I just don't have the confidence. I lack the confidence. And the best way to deal with that is to face your fears. That's about it. So anytime, if you guys ever feel like giving up, ask yourself, one good reason that you can't. And that's about it. Thank you. Sorry, I went over time. I was not prepared.
It was all worth it, Nikita. I'm sure people can never forget this talk because this is something so sticky that people will apply the learnings which you just shared from your own life. Simply amazing, Nikita. Thank you so much for sharing your story.